After taking a slight scenic detour, we are in Byron. It's quite overcast today, but that never dampens our spirits when in Byron because there's so much to do here and it's such a nice place. Anyway, our Airbnb is incredible. It's probably my favourite one so far. Would you agree? And
this trip or
no, not ever. Just this trip.
in Australia?
Yeah, it's probably on par. We stayed in a good one in Melbourne, didn't we? It's probably on par with that one. So let me show you. It's a huge warehouse style apartment. Lots of concrete, lots of ply, big open space. Very, very good. The bathroom's also huge. Shower head looks like it's going to be a delight. Oh, all in all, very pleased.
What kind of tea do you want?
Look at all these teas that we have to choose from. I reckon I'm gonna go for, I'm gonna try that detox one, I think. What's it got in it? Organic ingredients: dandelion root, ginger, licorice root, burdock root. Nah. Whew, that smells. Oh yeah, I've smelt this one, the Skin Glow one. Spearmint, burdock root, echinacea, calendula, red clover. You're going for Skin Glow? So many nice things. Just lots of nice bits around. Nice sink. Bit of Lelebo. Also, any Airbnb with a steamer instantly has my heart. Looks like a good one as well. It's time for the daily swim. We're going to get on the bikes that are here and bike down to the beach. There's one thing you can always guarantee after a stormy, gloomy couple of days, and that is a cranking sunset. I don't know if the camera is going to do this justice, but the view from our apartment this evening is incredible. Look at that. Such a gorgeous light. Dean's down there somewhere trying to capture it on his film camera. Oh look, there he is. Woken up to a very gloomy, wet Byron this morning, which is a shame, but Australia really needs this rain, and I think it's meant to be like this for the next 3 or 4 days, which is really good because I know they haven't had rain for a very, very long time, so this is well overdue and well needed. But that's not going to stop us. There's still plenty for us to do other than sit on the beach in Byron. We're staying in, like, I think they call this like the creative arts industrial bit. It's basically an industrial estate, but a cool industrial estate. It's there's lots of shops are out here. So like this St Agnes store is here. I know the Zulu and Zephyr store is here. The Yoli and Otis store is out here. There's lots of very cool, like, big warehousey style stores out in this industrial estate. So we'll probably plod around, have a look at those, and then go into town, grab some lunch. There's a couple of stores that Dean wants to pop into in town. Might go to the cinema. I might see what's on at the cinema. I don't know if I can convince Dean to see Little Women with me, but I'm not sure what else is on. But yeah, there's still plenty for us to go, like, around and see and do. And actually, oh, that's another thing, I really want to go to the bookshop here. They have a really cool bookshop here. It's just a regular bookshop, but it's just this really nice bookshop that has a really nice, like, feel and vibe to it, and always has, it's really well stocked with good books. Just because some of the bookshops up in Queensland aren't that great. They have a chain called QBD that's alright, and then they have a lot of, like, second-hand bookshops, but they tend to be filled with lots of Danielle Steele novels and that kind of thing, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm going to go to the Byron Bay bookshop and yeah, just plod around really and enjoy taking it easy for a couple of days until the weather clears up. For this morning's tea, I'm trying Skin Glow, which is, the ingredients on the other side: spearmint, burdock root, echinacea, calendula and red clover. It's quite nice. It's not as strong as I was expecting, just a nice fragrant tea to start the day with. I really want to try Immunity. I think I might try that tomorrow, which is echinacea, rosehip, ginger, licorice root, lemongrass, nettle leaf, lemon balm. That one sounds lovely. Today I'm wearing this Mr. Larkin dress that I got before Christmas, but obviously was not suitable to wear in the UK over winter. It's just typical me, isn't it? Big, floaty, a puffy sleeve. It does come with a belt to cinch it in, but today I think I'm just going to leave it full floaty, and it has pockets. So after dragging Dean around lots of shops that he was sadly unable to shop in, but appreciated the interiors, didn't you?
Yeah.
We've come for a sandwich. That's your reward. At a place called Get Toasted, which, I don't know if you can see the sign, no. It's this really, like, unassuming toasty place that no one would ever, like, I wouldn't even bat an eyelid at this place. But when you're a sandwich connoisseur like Dean is, you sniff out these things. We've got like a sandwich radar that can detect these places. And I must say, this chicken and avocado and aioli and mozzarella panini is incredible. You've finished yours already! Now about to head to Watergoes, which is our favourite beach here in Byron. I'm wearing Arthur apparel shorts, the Row sandals, Zulu and Zephyr bikini top with matching bottoms underneath, and One Store tote bag that I bought this morning when we went shopping. Right, off we go. Oh, Dean's just been panicking because he couldn't find the key. Well, that was hilarious. The tide is really far out here, so it's really rocky when you try and get into the sea. So we just spent about 10 minutes just like slipping and sliding all over the place to finally get to...
Until somebody was just like, just swim.
Yeah, to get to the sandy bit. So you just have to swim in really, really, really shallow water for ages. Well, not for ages, but you have to swim in shallow water until you eventually pass the rocks and then get to the sandy bit. But it's just so funny trying to get in and out of the sea without falling over.
It's quite choppy as well.
It was quite choppy, but it was so much nicer than yesterday's swim. Yesterday's swim, I felt scared, and I don't often feel scared in the sea. I felt quite scared yesterday.
You went to school with them. So sharp.
It's not that bad. Dean just tried my margarita.
How's your pizza?
Good morning from the balcony. I'm not sure if last night's footage is going to make sense, but we went out to this really good pizza restaurant that's kind of like quite close to where we're staying, and just had the most incredible pizza. I had what they call the Isle of Capri pizza, which has got a type of mozzarella on it. I think it's a type of mozzarella. Oh, steamed up because of the humidity. Hold on. Sorry about that. It's because we've had the aircon on overnight, so my camera's just been sat inside a cold apartment, and then I've just brought it out here into the hot air. It's just all of a sudden steamed up. Oh god, I think it's going to do it again. Yeah, it had a type of mozzarella on it, cherry tomatoes and basil, and I swear you cannot beat the combination of a good tomato, mozzarella and basil. So good. Devoured the entire thing. I have made porridge this morning, same porridge that you probably saw in the part 1 Australia video, but I'm attempting porridge with coconut milk today just to see how it alters the taste, because I was using almond milk, and I've tried oat milk, did not enjoy oat milk in porridge. That was a nasty combination for me, so I thought maybe coconut milk might add quite a nice sweet taste. So this is porridge with, I think it's got flax seeds in it. Then, as I said, I've used coconut milk, then I've sprinkled on some crushed up pecans, then this cranberry sprinkle from Coles, which I think's got, well, I know it's got cranberries in, it's got maybe sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, and then sesame seeds in it, and then blueberries, and then to top it all off, I've just kind of whizzed a bit of local honey on top as well. I think coconut milk could be the way forward, you know. It adds a little bit of kind of sweetness to it, obviously. Also changes the texture ever so slightly. If you've ever tried the Pret coconut porridge, you'll know what I mean. That Pret coconut porridge has a slightly, almost, how to explain, gloopy texture, which I quite like in a porridge. I don't particularly like a dry porridge, I like a wetter porridge. So I think I've nailed my porridge combo there. Definitely going to keep going with the coconut milk. It was meant to be absolutely chucking it down with rain right now. The forecast today is supposed to be storms and rain all day, but we've woken up to blue skies, which is quite nice, but it feels very humid right now, and normally that's like a telltale sign that the pressure's building and a storm's coming. And when I look out to the hinterland, all I can see is like dark grey, which makes me think that there's already a lot of storms and rain over that way, and it's going to come over to the coast. So with the anticipation of the bad weather, this morning I've booked Dean and I in to go to an infrared sauna session, because there's a really nice place, a sauna place just around the corner from where we're staying called Nimbus. And I know they've got a Nimbus in Bondi and Melbourne as well. And I followed them on Instagram for a while, and I've really wanted to give infrared sauna a try and didn't get the chance to last time we came. So I thought, seeing as they're literally right next door, I'll book us in. It's a 45-minute session, and I've never done this before. I love a traditional sauna. I love a steam. I love that kind of thing. But yeah, not tried infrared. That looks so red. I don't think I've sweat this much ever. Not even in like the hottest runs, or even when I did a half marathon. Like my entire body is sweating. I must look so red on camera as well. I can't wait to get in the shower, can you?
No.
Going for the Terry toweling set today, which I think is an Australian brand. For some reason thought they were a US brand. I think it's because when I was shopping online in the UK, the website was in dollars, and I just thought that was US dollars, but actually I think it was Aussie dollars. So yeah, repping another Australian brand, which is quite nice. The Rose sandals, obviously again, worn store tote. Whew. I am still absolutely roasting after that sauna.
I'm still dripping.
Which is hands down one of the best.
What pie have you gone for?
Curry's in. It's the one I always go for. And you always go for beef. Like, at home, having a pie isn't, like having a pie as a snack just isn't a thing. But here, just pie is a little
Best lunch, yeah.
Yes, lunch. Oh gosh, I'm so red. That is not what you want to see, is it? I just went for a run. I realised that the footage from today is just basically me sweating, so I apologise for that. Yeah, I just went for a run because I need to get back into the swing of things really. I need to get running again if I have any chance of completing a marathon in May. It's crazy, when we lived here, I used to run at least 3, sometimes 4 times a week in this heat, you know, sort of like 25 degrees up. And obviously became so acclimatised to it and just found it really easy, and it was the norm. But the 2 runs that I've been on now since we've been here, I have just like, my legs feel really heavy, my pace is like a minute slower, which doesn't sound a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, it makes a difference. My legs feel heavy, I don't know if I just said that, and yeah, I'm just sweating and I'm so red, and every time I pass someone else running, they aren't sweating at all and they're not bright red. Maybe they're just not working hard enough. Tonight is our last night in Cacta Mikasa. I'm just sat outside with all of the cacti. So many. Yeah, tonight's our last night, and then the next 2 nights are going to be spent in the hinterland, so kind of in the sort of rainforesty area, in a beautiful cabin that I cannot wait to show you. I found it, randomly stumbled across it on Instagram. It's beautiful. You'll see tomorrow when we arrive. The cabin doesn't have any Wi-Fi, it doesn't have a television. It has like a storage water supply, and there was something else. Anyway, it's all very much about like switching off and, you know, being kind of present and just at one with your surroundings, really, which I'm really looking forward to because I've got some new books. I've almost finished Stranger in Tokyo, so I've got some new books that I'm quite excited to get started on, and yeah, just looking forward to having 2 days of not really using my phone or anything really. So while I've been sat on my arse, just on my phone, Dean's cooked up a storm. We've got barramundi on a bed of roasted cauliflower, capsicum. What did you put it? Oh, tomatoes with, is there smoked paprika on here? Yeah. And then some avocado. And then I'm going to drizzle some of this coconut sriracha on there as well. This looks good. We've been quite bad recently and we've eaten out a lot. So we thought tonight on our final night we should really cook something. Oh, the suspense.
Oh my God.
Oh, I can't really see anything.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, this is a bit nice, isn't it? Oh.
Oh my God. Shut up. Look at the switch. How nice the switches are.
Out of everything, the switches. Is that the light switch?
Yeah.
Okay, that is.
Why can't we get switches like that?
Well, we can get switches like that. You were just you told me we couldn't. Hello, look at the door for the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like some incredible.
Okay, let's continue the tour.
Let's continue the tour. I already feel like I want to just like buy a new house, buy a plot of land somewhere in the Norfolk countryside. Oh, look at this nice little sea. Oh. Okay, so there is an outdoor bath. I am totally gonna have a bath.
This counts as the daily swim.
The daily swim. And then this little seating area as well. Very nice. I'm just gonna try to show you the like scale of this place and like how high up we are, and just I guess how magnificent it is really. I think I've said this about every Airbnb that we've stayed up on this trip so far. I don't want to leave this one. Really don't want to leave this one. This is how it looks from down here, and then the view is just trees as far as the eye can see. And actually, on the drive up here, we saw a kangaroo at the bottom of the driveway, which I did try and get on camera, but as soon as a kangaroo sort of sees a car, it's off. But that kind of fills me with warmth. I'm like, it's a good omen to see a little kangaroo hopping around the place, and hopefully we'll see some more. I've just finished reading Strange Weather in Tokyo. It's quite a short read, a nice pleasant read. I bought this because when I added Norwegian Wood to my Goodreads list, this popped up as a sort of, if you like Murakami, you might like this. It was very nice. It's quite a, I don't want to say slow, but it's a very subtle story. There's not a lot going on, but obviously there is a lot going on. If you're familiar with that kind of quite somber Japanese style of writing, then you'll get what I mean. But I'll show you the other books that I brought with me. We went to the bookshop in Byron Bay, which is one of my favourite bookshops. I don't even, like, there's nothing that special about it. There's just always a really nice atmosphere in there, and the lady that works there is, all the ladies that work there actually are really helpful, and they are more than happy to recommend books. So I bought one book on a recommendation. So basically, I was looking at the Murakami books and they didn't have Kafka on the Shore, which is the next one I want to read. And the woman overheard me speaking to Dean about Murakami, and she recommended this, which I think is pretty new because it's hardback, so I'm guessing it's only just come out. And yeah, she just said it was brilliant. She said it's the kind of book that she wants to read again and again and again, which I thought sounded quite promising. And then the next book I bought, which is so unlike me, is Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's his memoir. Not sure what drew me to it. I liked the cover for starters, and then when I read the back I was like, okay, this sounds quite cool. And also I just thought this might be a slightly different pace in comparison to what I have been reading. I mean, I do like Murakami and I do like that kind of style of writing, but just thought this might be a little, I don't know, just change of pace really. We are having a barbecue tonight. This is our second barbecue of the trip. We actually had a nice one by the beach about a week ago with my sister, but I forgot my vlogging camera, so I didn't document that. So I'm going to document our second barbecue because it's so nice to be able to make the most of cooking and eating al fresco. So we went into the nearest town, which is Pottsville, and got a couple of pieces of fish. I have got myself these sweet potato and kimchi burgers, which are vegan, and they've got spring onion and chili with them as well. Quite interested to see how they taste. Got the biggest packet of chicken skewers, which is probably going to last us for the next 3 days. And then making a salad, got some pumpkin to put on the barbecue, and obviously some halloumi. Open her up. Oh, okay, that does look good. Bit of chicken, some fish, some pumpkin. Nice little barbecue for two.
Yeah, you've got your little veggie burger, we've got some halloumi.
Oh yeah, I've got halloumi and a salad. I think this is going to be a right treat of a dinner.
Yep. Yeah.
Good morning from Heartwood Cabin. Oh, I slept like an absolute angel last night. That was so nice. Like, obviously we're in the middle of nowhere, so there is no traffic noise or anything like that. All you can literally hear in the evening is the insects, and it rained last night, which I love the sound of rain. It sends me to sleep literally within minutes. It's so nice to fall asleep to the sound of rain. And then woke up this morning to this lovely view. Not bad, hey? I love these little windows at the side here as well. The bed was also very comfortable. It's a bit of a mess because there isn't much storage in this place, which is understandable. Like, it's meant to just be, you know, like a little retreat for a couple of days, and we're obviously in Australia for 4 weeks, so we are travelling with a lot of luggage. So what we've done is, rather than bring our suitcases into the cabin and mess it all up, we've just sort of taken out the key things we need and then left the suitcases in the car. But yes, this was absolutely heavenly to sleep in last night. So the one skincare thing I forgot to pack, which I actually think my skin needs the most right now, is a clay mask. I normally use the Aesop one. I can't remember specifically what one it is, but it comes in that sort of like beigey coloured tube. And they do have an Aesop here, which I could go to, but I thought, do you know what, I'm going to try an Australian brand, or, you know, or something I haven't done before. So I went to a shop called Prey, which there's two up sort of where we're staying. There's one in Byron Bay and there's one in Tugun on the Gold Coast. And I don't know much about Prey, but I think most of it is all natural. I think most of it is made in Australia, and they stock a few different brands, and I think they do active wear, some hair bits, but it's mostly skincare. As with most things here in Australia, I'm obsessed with the packaging before I've even tried the product. Yeah, I just went in there, I just said to the woman I could really do with a clay mask because I feel like my skin's really clogged up just because I'm wearing so much moisturiser and sun cream at the moment. And she recommended this. She said this was their bestseller, and it's from a brand called Edition Studio. Australian native clay mask, Australian white clay. And inside here is a tube of white clay, a brush, and then I believe behind here there should be a bowl. Oh yes, there is. There's a little dish. So you mix up the clay mask. You can mix it with either water or apple cider vinegar apparently, but I don't have any apple cider vinegar here, so I'm going to try it with water. And within this tube you get roughly 5 masks. That's what it says on the box. However, she reckons that you don't need that much and it can actually last way longer. There, in the end, finally got to a smooth paste. Oh, that feels lovely. Much nicer than putting it on with your hand. Do you want some?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
Feels nice. Are you recording?
Yeah.
So it started off opaque and now it's gone completely white. You look hilarious. I think it's because you put it on a bit more like slapdash. Oh, it's raining again. But yeah, I didn't expect it to go like really like thick and white.
It feels nice.
Yeah, it does feel nice. It doesn't feel like proper like solid like those
No.
normal clay
Every time I
masks.
breathe out of my nose, just getting sort of little plumes of dust
Oh, okay.
from where it's all
I didn't
dry.
put it under my nose. You like got whipped cream on your face. As we're staying, in the hinterland, we thought rather than go to the beach today, it'd be nice to have a little walk around the rainforest. And we're quite close to Mount Warning, which is actually called Wollumben. Mount Warning is the name Captain Cook gave it, I think, but Wollumben is its Aboriginal name, and it's a 9-kilometre walk, which, I mean, we love walking, but
yeah,
I don't really have the right shoes to do a 5-hour walk.
There's a sort of sheer cliff face.
Yeah, there's a bit at the end apparently where you just have to climb up using a chain, so...
It's also kind of raining.
Yeah, it's kind of wet, so it's probably not the safest. So we've come to the national park anyway, just to do some little walks and just have a little walk around the rainforest, but we just thought the summit track isn't... we're not prepared for it.
And it takes 5 hours.
Yeah, so
it's about half one.
Yeah, it's
now.
1 o'clock. They say to do it before midday as well.
Yeah.
So it's just nice to be in the rainforest. We haven't been in the rainforest yet.
So that's being in the rainforest when it's not muggy as hell.
Yeah, normally it's really muggy because obviously, like, it's hot here in Australia, but it's quite overcast today and it's been raining, so it's very wet. Although there is a bit of humidity, I can feel it in my hair. I can already feel it doing something. The camera is not going to be able to really pick up how nice it is. I mean, it is just trees, but it's obviously impressive trees, and it's very green and very lovely. So while I've been prancing around the cabin taking photos in this lovely Cicely Barnson dress, Dean has started to run a bath in the outdoor bath, which is going to be such a treat because we don't have a bath at home, and I rarely use the baths in hotels because I always feel like a bath is such a luxury because it takes up quite a lot of time, and it's quite a luxury to be able to take that much time out to sit and have a bath. So, ooh, weird light. So I'm very excited to just sit, have a bath, read my book and be at one with nature. Also, there's like a thunderstorm warning for this evening in this area. So we thought, right, let's get the bath running and give the bath a try before it starts raining. And then it is forecast thunderstorms all throughout the night and into the morning, which is a shame because it would have been nice to have, you know, had a bath in the morning when the sun's rising and everything, but oh well. This place is quite nice come rain or shine. It's one of those places that it's lovely when it's sunny, but also when it rains it feels really cozy, like you can just sort of like cozy up with a book and just sit reading and listening to the rain and all of the insects. We did plan another barbecue tonight, but depending on the weather, might have to have a little indoor barbecue on the hob. I don't know if you'll even be able to hear me. I'm going to try and capture what we have woken up to this morning. Oh, I can't open the door. Like, I don't know if you can hear me, but the rain is just incredible. It has been raining since about midnight. It's now 8 AM non-stop, and it's been like really aggressive rain. so loud, and I always forget how scary storms are here in Australia. They're so much more violent and they're so much louder, and when you're in a cabin in the middle of the woods, it feels even more scary. It's good though. This is what Australia needs. They haven't had rain like this for so long. And I've just been like googling. I've just been googling like news, Australian news, and it seems like this weather is like up and down most of New South Wales at the moment and in southern Australia, which is awesome because that's what they need. I cannot believe the volume of rain right now. I'm going to try and show you. Like, you can probably hear, can't really see, but like it almost looks cloudy, but that is just rain. Oh man. Hello from present day me, and a much less tanned me, shall we say. Because of the way I filmed all of the trip, I don't actually have any proper vlog sign-offs because I wasn't sure where I was going to cut off each vlog, so I just filmed continuously for 4 weeks, which means I don't have any proper sign-offs. So this is me saying thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.